Hello students, today we are going to start chapter number 8, that is cell. What do you mean by a cell? The fundamental unit of life. Now what is cell? Cell is the basic structural and functional unit of living organisms, or we can say that all the living organisms are made up of a cell. Like in the house is made up of bricks. So bricks are the fundamental unit of a house. In the same way, for a living organism, cells are the fundamental or the structural or functional unit of life. Now this is about the cell theory. What is cell theory? This cell theory is given in 3 points. Like first, all known living organisms are made up of one or more cells. All living cells arise from the pre-existing cells by division. Means pre-existing cells, when they divide, then they form the new cells. Third, the cell is the basic unit of structural and functional in all the living organisms. Now the cells, they are categorized into unicellular and multicellular organisms. Now what is unicellular organisms? It is an organism that is made up of only one cell. It is called unicellular organism. Like Euglena, Paramecium, yeast, these are all the microscopic organisms and they are one cell organism. Second type is multicellular organisms. Multicellular organisms are those organisms that are made up of more than one cell. Like here, our body, human being, plants, animal, fungus, these all are the multicellular organisms. Next is, this is the slide shown for the multicellular organisms when we see them under the microscope. Leaf cells and muscle cells. See the structure. Now the size of the cells. Size may vary in cells may have different types of sizes. Like most cells are very small, they are microscopic, and some are very large. The unit used to measure the size of a cell is micrometer if it is very small. 1 micrometer is equal to 1 upon 1000 millimeter. This you have to learn. 1 micrometer is equal to 1000 millimeter. Now you should know which one is the smallest cell. The smallest cell is mycoplasma, and the largest cell is the ostrich egg. The size of the smallest cell may vary from 0.1 micrometer, and the largest cell can have 17 to 18 centimeter in size. See, the ostrich egg is the largest cell. The size of the cells in humans, in our body, the smallest cell is the sperm cell. Sperm cell, that is 5 micrometer, and the largest cell is the ovum cell. It is 120 micrometer, and the largest cell, longest cell is nerve cell, that is up to 1 meter. See, next is the shape of the cells. Cells vary in shape, and this variation depends mainly upon the function of the cells. Means which cell will do which type of function, then we can judge the shape of that cell. Like in case of the human RBCs, if we take the human RBCs, they are circular, they are biconcave. Why they are biconcave? Because they can easily pass the oxygen. Human RBCs, they, all of you know that they carry oxygen to of the cell, different parts of the body through the capillaries. So they are biconcave, so that their passage is easily in the capillaries. Second is the nerve cell. Nerve cells as I told you, they are the longest cell in the human body. So nerve cells, they are highly branched. Why they are branched? So that they can conduct the message or impulses from one point to the other. Next is the human RBCs. RBCs, human WBCs. These human WBCs, they do not have any shape and they can change their shape. Why? To engulf, to eat the microorganisms that enter the human body. So the shape depends upon the function, which type of functions they do. Next is the structure of the cell. The cell structure can be noticed or can be found, can be seen with the help of the microscope, and there are two types of microscope, that is the compound microscope and the electron microscope. The power of electron microscope to see the microorganisms is higher as compared to the compound microscope. Now the structure of the cell. Cell is actually made up of three main parts, that is the plasma membrane, second is the nucleus, and the third is the cytoplasm. Okay, here the cytoplasm is also called as cytosol. cytoplasm को हम cytosol means the liquid part जिसमें कि बहुत सारे ऑर्गेनेली स्मॉल ऑर्गन्स जो सेल में पाए जाते हैं उसमें वो फ्लोट करते हैं, दैट इज़ कॉल्ड एज cytosol. And in that cytosol there present some small organs of the cell, they are called as organelles. Like in the human body we have different organs, liver, heart, lungs, kidney. So these are the organs of the human body. In the same way the cell has small organelles which are found in the cytosol. Now what these organelles are, these organelles we are going to study one by one in the upcoming slides. First we should know what is a plasma membrane. As I told you that the plasma is one of the most important part of the structure of the cell, and the second is nucleus and the third is cytoplasm. So now we will read about the plasma membrane. It is delicate, बहुत ही नाजुक, delicate, thin, elastic, living and it is living in nature and semi-permeable membrane. Semi-permeable means something can pass through it, and it is made up of two layers of lipid molecule. Lipid means fat molecules in which protein molecules are floating. The size is seen, that is 75 to 110 Armstrong. Now what about the function? What does this plasma membrane do? Actually this you have to learn, that it maintains the shape and size of the cell. So plasma membrane, what it do? It maintains the shape and size of the cell. It protects the internal contents of the cell. Cell के अंदर जो भी है उसको protect करके रखती है, because it is the outermost layer. And it maintains homeostasis. Homeostasis means balance. Homeostasis means balance of the substances from inside and outside of that cell. Next is the cell wall. Cell wall is only present in plant cell, not in animal cell. So what is cell wall? Cell wall is a non-living. I told you plasma membrane was living membrane, but cell wall is non-living and the outermost covering of the cell. Outer to the plasma membrane is a cell wall. It is tough, rigid and sometimes flexible. It is made up of cellulose. It can be asked. Cell wall is made up of cellulose. It may be thick, thin, multi-layered, and thickness varies from 50 to 1000 Armstrong. What is the function of the cell wall now? It provides definite shape, strength and rigidity. The main function, students, the main function of cell wall is the rigidity and the strength it provides. Plasma membrane provides shape also, but here cell wall is also providing shape, but rigidity and strength is the main thing. It helps in controlling this cell expansion. It protects the cell from external pathogens. What are pathogens? Disease causing organisms, disease causing microorganisms, so they do not enter into the cell. So it protects the the cell also from these pathogens. Now next is the brain of the cell. Like in our human body we have the brain, in the same way the nucleus is also called as the brain of the cell. It is spherical body, rounded hai, and near the center of the cell. It is well developed in plant and animals, means all the living organisms is having the nucleus. इट इज़ अनडेवलप्ड इन बैक्टीरिया, बैक्टीरिया में डेवलप नहीं हो पाती है, ब्लू ग्रीन एल्गी में डेवलप नहीं हो पाती, ये सब हम पढ़ चुके हैं चैप्टर नंबर 2 में माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिजम्स में. ठीक है. सो न्यूक्लियस इज़ व्हाट इज़ न्यूक्लियस? इट इज़ द ब्रेन ऑफ द सेल. इट इज़ स्फेरिकल बॉडी विच इज़ फाउंड in the center of the cell. Here is more information about the nucleus. Nucleus is actually a double layer covering called nuclear membrane. It has a double layer covering, means nucleus is present in the center of the cell, but it is double layer membrane, and it is having some nucleoplasm, like cytoplasm is the liquid part. In the same way nucleus is also have some liquid part called as nucleoplasm. It is colorless dense sap. It has some fibers in the form of DNA and protein histone. DNA means deoxyribonucleic acid. So nucleus, you have to learn only what is the function of the cell and structure. Nucleus also contain the chromosome. See the thread like structures, they are called as chromosomes. Chromosomes, they have the chromatin fibers. Chromatin fibers, they are condensed to form chromatin. Then chromatin is surrounded by the histones, and histones they are surrounded by the chromatin, and chromatin here is made up of gene, and gene is the basic unit of cell, and in the gene there are present DNA. DNA means deoxyribonucleic acid. Hereditary unit of life, hereditary unit of cell in which DNA are present. So all the hereditary information is present in the gene, means this information in the form of gene, means in the gene DNA is present, and this DNA is transferred from your parents into your body during the birth. So what does the gene do? Genes transfer the hereditary information from one generation to the next. Next is the cytoplasm. Cytoplasm, I told you that it is a jelly like material. Jelly like material formed by 80% of water, and it is present between the plasma membrane and nucleus. Nucleus or plasma, this is the nucleus, this is the plasma membrane. Plasma membrane और nucleus के बीच में जो भी है liquid like substance, this is called as cytoplasm, and in this cytoplasm various organelles are floating. It contains a clear liquid portion called cytosol and various particles. This thing you have to learn. Next is endoplasmic reticulum. Now in the cytoplasm there are various small organs or called as organelles floating. Now we have to read those organelles in detail. Now first here comes the endoplasmic reticulum. What is endoplasmic reticulum? Endoplasmic reticulum, they are the network of tubular and vascular structures which are interconnected with one another, and these parts are connected to the nuclear membrane. I told you that the nucleus is having a double membrane. So endoplasmic reticulum is connected to the nuclear membrane and also to the plasma membrane, that is the cell membrane. So see students, this is the endoplasmic reticulum, and it is connected outside to the plasma membrane and inside to the membrane of the nucleus. So what does it do? Endoplasmic reticulum gives internal support to the cytoplasm. cytoplasm को support देता है, synthesis करता है, protein secrete करता है, synthesize lipids बनाता है, so many things it can do. In muscle cells, smooth endoplasmic reticulum store calcium ions. So endoplasmic reticulum is of two types, RER and SERs, rough endoplasmic and smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Next Golgi bodies, as it was discovered by Camillo Golgi. So it is the name of Golgi body comes from there. Now what are they? They are the stacks of 5 to 8 membrane sacs. membrane की जो थैलियाँ होती हैं, सैक होते हैं, उनको अगर एक साथ इकट्ठा करके लगा दिया जाए, जैसे कि हम टिफ़िन में चपातीज़ रखते हैं, रोटियां रखते हैं एक के ऊपर एक, ऐसे ही अगर ये मेम्ब्रेन सैक को एक के ऊपर एक रखा जाए तो एक स्टैक बन जाता है। उन पूरे स्टैक को हम बोलते हैं गोल्जाई बॉडी। व्हाट डज दे डू? गोल्जाई बॉडी क्या करता है? इट मॉडिफाइज सॉर्ट्स मतलब अलग करता है या पैकिंग करता है मटेरियल की जो सेल के अंदर बनते हैं। जो भी सेल के अंदर कोई मटेरियल बनते हैं, प्रोटीन बनता है, लिपिड बनता है, उसको सॉर्ट आउट करके अलग अलग करके थोड़ा चेंजेस ला कर उसको पैक करते हैं। जैसे कि इंडस्ट्रीज़ में पैकिंग का काम किया जाता है, ऐसे ही सेल के अंदर जो पैकिंग का काम करता है वो करता है ये गोल्जाई बॉडी। इट प्रोड्यूसेस वैक्यूल्स ऑल्सो, सिक्रेटरी वेसिकल छोटे छोटे और से पार्ट्स ऑर्गेनेलीज बनाता है। मेन इसका काम होता है पैकिंग द मटेरियल्स, दोज मटेरियल्स विच वर सिंथेसाइज्ड इन द सेल, जो सेल में पहले बने हुए थे उनको पैक करके रखता है। नेक्स्ट इज द लाइसोसोम। लाइसोसोम इज ऑल्सो कॉल्ड एज द सुसाइड बैग। सुसाइड बैग्स मीन्स, सुसाइड बैग किसे कहते हैं? जो अपने आप को खा ले या जो पार्ट्स ऑर्गेनेलीज ख़राब हो गए हैं सेल के अंदर, उनको अपने एंजाइम्स की हेल्प से डाइजेस्ट कर दे, ख़त्म कर दे। सो व्हाट आर लाइसोसोम्स? लाइसोसोम्स, दे आर द स्मॉल स्फेरिकल सिंगल मेम्ब्रेन विच आर फाउंड थ्रू आउट द साइटोप्लाज्म एंड दे आर हैविंग द एंजाइम्स। एंजाइम्स इंपॉर्टेंट हैं लाइसोसोम्स में। ये जो हाइड्रोलिटिक एंजाइम्स हैं ये सब चीज़ों को डाइजेस्ट कर, जैसे हमारे स्टमक में, इंटेस्टाइन में फूड डाइजेस्ट होता है, ऐसे सेल के अंदर जो भी सब्सटेंसेस होते हैं जो वॉर्न आउट हो चुके हैं, ख़राब हो चुके हैं, उनको डाइजेस्ट करने में हेल्प करता है ये वाली ऑर्गेनेली लाइसोसोम। एंड सी हियर, डिग्रेडेशन ऑफ वॉर्न आउट ऑर्गेनेलीज इज डन बाय लाइसोसोम इन डेड सेल्स, परफॉर्म ऑटोलिसिस। और अब कभी कभी अगर अपने आप को अगर ऑटो हो जाते हैं तो वो अपने आप उसके अंदर की जो एंजाइम्स होते हैं वो खुद को भी ख़त्म कर लेते हैं। दैट इज़ कॉल्ड एज ऑटोलिसिस। नेक्स्ट इज द वैक्यूल। दिस द मेन पार्ट। वैक्यूल्स, दे आर वेरी स्मॉल एंड सम in animal cells, but they are very big and large in size in case of plant cells. Now here, what are vacuoles? They are the single membrane sac filled with liquid or sap. Sap here means water, sugar and ions. सो सिंगल मेम्ब्रेन के सैक होती हैं, छोटी छोटी थैलियाँ होती हैं सिंगल मेम्ब्रेन की बनी हुई, जिसमें कि पानी भरा होता है, शुगर, आयंस वगैरह भरे होते हैं। एंड इन एनिमल सेल्स दे आर टेम्परेरी, कुछ टाइम के लिए होते हैं, स्मॉल इन साइज़ होते हैं, कम होते हैं। प्लांट सेल्स में दे आर लार्ज होते हैं, ज़्यादा क्वांटिटी में होते हैं और बड़े बड़े होते हैं। फंक्शंस, व्हाट इज़ द फंक्शन ऑफ वैक्यूल? वैक्यूल्स एक्चुअली they store various substances including waste products. I told you that they are having the water, so they can store the waste product also. They maintain the osmotic pressure का water pressure maintain करके रखते हैं। सेल के अंदर आयन से उनको प्रॉपर मैनेज करके रखते हैं। एंड ऑल्सो दे प्रोवाइड टर्जिडिटी एंड रिजिडिटी टू प्लांट सेल। टर्जिडिटी मीन्स मुरझाने नहीं देते, सेल्स को सैगिंग नहीं होने देते, सेल्स के ख़राब नहीं होने देते, कोशिश रखते हैं कि उसमें पानी फुल रहे और सेल टर्जिड रहे। नेक्स्ट इज़ द माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया। लाइक इन आवर बॉडी वी हैव द लंग्स which help in respiration. In the same way, in the cell, this mitochondria act as a respiratory organ. What are they? They are small round rod-shaped organelle bounded by two membranes. And what help they do? They are helpful for the respiration process. They contain their own DNA which are responsible for many enzymatic action. Enzyme actions होते हैं. What they do? जैसे हमारे लंग से एनर्जी सिंथेसाइज होती है, बनती है, इन द सेम वे माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया सिंथेसाइजेज एनर्जी इन द फॉर्म ऑफ फॉस्फेट। So mitochondria produce energy in the form of ATP. ATP molecule provide energy. Why this energy? Why it is used? This ATP energy is used to perform various functions in the cell. सेल के अंदर जो भी functions करने हो तो काम करने के लिए एनर्जी चाहिए, तो माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया उनको वो एनर्जी देता है ATP की फॉर्म में. नाउ नेक्स्ट इज़ द प्लास्टिड. हैव यू एवर वंडर्ड कि जो सब्सटेंसेस होते हैं, जो फ्रूट्स हैं, वेजिटेबल्स हैं, ये कलर्ड क्यों हैं या ग्रीन लीव्स ग्रीन क्यों हैं? दिस इज़ बिकॉज ऑफ द प्लास्टिड इन, एंड दिस प्लास्टिड इज ओनली प्रेजेंट इन केस ऑफ प्लांट सेल. तो प्लांट सेल्स के को कलर देने के लिए प्लास्टिड यूज़ होता है. देयर आर 3 टाइप्स ऑफ प्लास्टिड: क्रोमोप्लास्ट, chloroplast and leucoplast. This is in your syllabus only, not about other types of leucoplast. See this. Chromoplasts are plastic that produce and store pigments. So chrome means, here chrome means color. Chrome का मतलब होता है कलर. कलर किस फॉर्म में? या तो पिगमेंट कैरोटीन की फॉर्म में पिगमेंट देगा, या ज़ेंथोफिल की फॉर्म में, या लाइकोपीन की फॉर्म. इफ़ द क्लोरोप्लास्ट, chrome means color, it means carotene is present. If it is yellow in color means xanthophyll is present. If it is bright red in color, that is lycopene is present. So the color provided by to the carrot is given by the pigment carotene. The color provided to the mango is because of the xanthophyll pigment, and lycopene pigment provide color to the tomatoes. So in all these chromoplasts are present. Now second type of plastid is leucoplast. Leucoplast provide color to other substances, like in potato tubers. In potato tubers it provides color in the form of starch. Leucoplast provides protein to the maize grains. It provides oil to the castor seeds. So leucoplasts are colorless plastids that stores food. Food को store करता है. They are found in storage organs. ये कहाँ मिलते हैं? स्टोरेज ऑर्गन सीड्स में. Then next is the chloroplast. Chloroplast, as all of you know, that green color of the leaf is because of the chlorophyll present in this. The chlorophyll is the pigment which is given by the chloroplast. Chloroplast वो प्लास्टिड है जो ग्रीन कलर पिगमेंट देता है लीव्स को. डबल लेयर मेम्ब्रेन ऑर्गेनेली है ये, जो कि प्लांट सेल में ही मिलती है. स्फेरिकल डिस्कॉइडल इन शेप है. देन they are learn in detail about plants. They provide, what they do, they convert the light energy into chemical energy in the form of food. Chloroplast, what they do, they convert the light energy from the sun and convert it into the chemical energy in the form of food with the help of chlorophyll, like in the photosynthesis process. So what is the main function of chloroplast? It provides green color to the leaves, stems and vegetables. Next is the centrosome. Centrosome is that organelle which is only present in the animal cell, not in the plant cell, only in the animal cell. Centrosome helps in the division of the cells. Centrioles, they are present in the centrosome. There is membrane bound, this is the membrane bound organelle present near the nucleus. न्यूक्लियस के पास होती है ये सेंट्रोजोम, और इसके अंदर सेंट्रियोल्स होते हैं, और ये स्पिंडल फॉर्म करते हैं, फाइबर फॉर्म करते हैं, स्पिंडल फाइबर्स बनाते हैं, जो कि सेल डिवीजन में हेल्प करते हैं. सेल को डिवाइड करने के लिए फाइबर्स बनाते हैं सेंट्रोजोम. दिस यू हैव टू लर्न. नाउ नेक्स्ट टॉपिक इज also there, that is prokaryotic and eukaryotic. Pro means पहले and you means जो आज के टाइम पे. प्रोकैरियोटिक मतलब पहले तरह की जो सेल थे, और आजकल के सेल में क्या डिफरेंस है. पहले सेल अनडेवलप्ड होते थे, आजकल के सेल वेल डेवलप्ड है. क्यों? क्योंकि पहले वाले सेल में न्यूक्लियस अनडेवलप्ड था, और नाउ ए डेज मल्टी सेलुलर ऑर्गेनिजम्स दे आर हैविंग द वेल डेवलप्ड न्यूक्लियस. इन प्रोकैरियोटिक सेल ओनली वन क्रोमोसोम इज प्रेजेंट. In cell more than one chromosomes are present. What are chromosomes? Chromosomes, they are the thread like structures which are present in the nucleoplasm of a nucleus. Now prokaryotic cells, they are membrane bound organelles. नॉट मेम्ब्रेन बाउंड ऑर्गेनेलीज, मेम्ब्रेन नहीं होती, जबकि मैंने बताया था आपको कि यूकैरियोटिक सेल में मेम्ब्रेन बाउंड ऑर्गेनेलीज होती हैं, डबल लेयर. Prokaryotic cells size range between 0.5 to 5 micrometer and eukaryotic cell size is more, that is 5 to 100 micrometer. Examples of prokaryotic cells are bacteria and blue green algae. Examples of eukaryotic means all other organisms. This difference of prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells you have to learn. Next is the animal cell and the plant cell. What is the difference between an animal cell and plant cell? That animal cells, they are small in size, and plant cells, they are large in size. Cell wall is absent in animal cell, cell wall is present. Plastids are absent, plastids provide color, so it is present in plant cell. Vacuoles बहुत छोटे छोटे होते हैं, smaller size में, and they are very bigger vacuoles. Most of the space in the plant cell is covered by the vacuole. And centrioles are present in the animal cells. Centrioles is present in the centrosome, and centrioles are absent in the plant cell. So this is the major difference between, these are the major differences between the animal cell and plant cell. You have to learn this table in detail from your book also. Thank you. I hope आपको ये presentation समझ में आया होगा, and you will learn for your monthly assessment also. Please watch it carefully, try to understand so that you can give the best in your test. Thank you, students.